Stargazer Studios is based in Darug country. We acknowledge our First Nations people as traditional custodians of the land and pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Always consult a qualified health professional before attempting any new exercise, especially if you have existing injuries or health concerns. Listen to your body, move within your limits and train responsibly.
Alright, welcome! So, this is your 2-hour masterclass on beautiful backbends for all bodies. We've got lots of different levels of lots of different exercises. So, when we started researching this, one thing that we really noticed in the different workshops and masterclasses out there for the use of the yoga wheel to improve your back bend was that they were done without any structure or sequencing in mind whatsoever. So in creating this for you, we've been really attentive to making sure that this is sequenced and structured in a way that's both going to benefit your body and feel really good for you as well. We're going to start with some cat-cow from child's pose. So you're going to start sitting on your feet, knees nice and wide, and you'll have your yoga wheel like this, and your hands start off on top of the yoga wheel. So we've got our hands on it, we're just slowly going to roll the wheel out, trying to keep your hips down on your bottom, and you'll feel quite a big stretch through your shoulders. Just take a few deep breaths here, noticing the length of your spine, actively pressing away through the wheel. And then we're going to inhale, arch the back as we're pushing down through the wheel, the chest is rising. And we're going to exhale, pull the ribs in as we push the wheel away. Inhale, arch as we pull the wheel towards. Exhale, curl as we push the wheel away. Arching up, ribs pull in, snaking through.
Are we supposed to hit the bum down when we do the cat?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we're arch the wheel, we're moving your spine. So we're trying to undulate through the spine. Exhaling to pull through. Inhaling to lift up. I'm just going to do 2 more in this direction of the snaky snake. And then we're going to take our snaky snake the other way. 1, beautiful. So at the top on our inhale, we're going to exhale the chest down now. And then we're going to inhale, curl up. Exhale, arch.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, well, we'll just go the other way this time. That's fine. As long as we do both ways, it's fine. Just trying to connect with the breath.
Oh, now I'm doing like a picking cat.
I did the stripper push-up.
And on this last one, we're going to press away again, hold. Really sinking the hips down onto the heels. Making sure the full length of the hand from the palm to the fingertips is on the wheel. And just allowing those shoulders to melt down towards the ground.
What do your hands don't fit on the wheel? You put one on top of the other?
You can, yeah. I just mean the length of your hand. Doesn't need to be the width of your hand. We're going to roll that wheel all the way up. This next bit's fun. You ready for a back rub? Are you ready for a body massage?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start with our feet as wide as our hips, sitting up tall on the edge of the ball. Wheel.
It doesn't break, does it?
No. So you want to be right on the edge. Oh, start a little bit, sorry, come towards the middle of your mat, my bad. Cool. So we're going to do a roll out, of our spine. So you're going to walk yourself down your wheel. Good, so you can feel it in the middle of the back. Yeah, walk yourself down your wheel. We're going to roll up to the top of the neck and then push back. Roll up and push back. Now really get in there, massaging the back, coming to different bits. Just massage, rocking. Good, giving yourself a nice back rub here. Good, and now we're going to do some abs. Excited?
No.
We were already doing abs, so we're going to do some more abs. This is a sit-up, so we want to be a little bit further towards the other end of the mat. We're going to really engage the core here. We're going to come all the way back, and we're going to sit all the way up. But we're going to try and do it without moving the feet. So we're going to come back and sit up tall.
Yeah, I think my
We're coming into it here, nice and flat, ribs engaged, and we're sitting up. Good, ribs engaged, sitting up. Now we're going to get a little bit more dynamic with it. We're going to come back, reach the arms overhead, and then squeeze to sit up. Woo. All right, 3 more of these. Yeah, this one will be much better.
How do you get up?
You've got to pull the wheel under your bum. You've got to use the abs to roll all the way through. Good, come all the way up. I want you to find that high seated position.
use your abs.
Yeah, push your feet up. Yes, Brandon, keep going. Yes. Use your arms, use your abs. Find the high seated position. Last one. Next one is a little bit more challenging. So we're going to start seated. We're going to take our bodies back over the wheel. You'll need to grip onto your mat with your hands, or you can take your hands overhead, whatever you prefer. I always somehow sneak off to one side of mine. Anyone would think I have one arm or something. And you're going to keep going until you're on your shoulders and you can bring your legs up to a tabletop. So just getting here is a trick, but then we're going to try and work our abs once we arrive. So we've got those legs in a perfect tabletop position. I want you to engage your belly, ribs down to your hip bones, knees over hips, heels in line with the knees. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, reach your right tiptoes down to the mat. Good, and inhale, lift your pelvic floor, bring the right leg back up. We're going to exhale, take the left tiptoes down to the mat. Inhale, bring it back up slow. Exhale, right toe down. Inhale it up. Exhale, rib to hip, push the left toe away. Inhale it all the way back up. So we're exhaling the right toe down. Inhale, using the pelvic floor to bring the leg up. Good, keep going. Low feet to the floor, slowly. Good, roll the ball a little further off. Support your head with your hands to sit up. So we always want to practice supporting the head with the hands as we come back up.
And come up slowly.
And slowly, because the blood might rush to your head and you might feel a bit dizzy.
So next one, you'll be having the wheel behind you. Starting with this wheel on your upper back, so just below the neck. Rest your head onto the wheel. Feet nice and close towards you. Lift up your bottom and just very gently roll back. Let the wheel take the weight. And then come back to sit. Just keep rolling back and forth.
Oh, I've got to change the lighting.
Yes, into a bun, and you can rest your head onto the wheel.
Thought I could get away with that. I couldn't.
No. Keep rolling back and forth.
Does your head need to touch the floor?
If you can get that far, go for it.
Amazing. If you want to go that far, you do.
How many do you want us to do?
Maybe 3 more.
I'm going to do different levels and different arm positions with these. So this is your first one with your hands by your sides. We're going to try arms overhead.
Okay, now your next one.
Oh, careful.
So starting off in the same position with the wheel just on your upper back. This time arms up. Let the wheel take your weight. Hands down.
I'm a bit close to lifting easy.
And
Nice, for later.
yes. If you touched your head to the floor before, see if you can do it again with your hands arms extended. Okay, one more and then we'll try the wheel in a slightly low position. Okay, coming up slowly. Support your head as you come up. Now have the wheel placed towards the middle of the back, middle to lower. Let's start off with hands behind the head, and then same thing. So you'll notice this, you might feel it a little bit more in your lower back this time.
grab the middle with the hands like that.
Alright, next one. So hands are behind the head. You've extended to your range. See if you can grab hold of the wheel.
This is for my wheel.
And then again, rocking back and forth.
One shoulder can do it, the other shoulder doesn't like it.
I can't believe I can do it. Wow. I didn't think I'd be able to.
You've got it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Back, good. Not that far. Here, your hands will get it now. Yeah, see?
Oh, there it is.
Right there. Beautiful.
Hug your elbows in when you're holding with your hands. You want your elbows
Yes.
to tuck in nice and close to your face. Good. We'll be doing a lot of this.
Here on the table. This next one, so it's quite similar to what we did in the warm-up, except this one is just the puppy pose. So we're coming forward, and then your bottom's coming all the way up. Push your elbows and your hands into the wheel, and then come back down.
So you start up.
Yes, starting upright. Push the weight into the wheel. Push your bottom up, and then come back down. So when you're in this position, try to keep your elbows straight.
They're better than they used to be.
And also when you've gotten into your final position, try to imagine your armpits turning in to look at each other. Maybe on your last one of this, hold it for a little bit longer and take some deep belly breaths. So just the belly. Now we move on to single arm. So this one has one elbow onto the wheel. Your other arm can be wherever you need it to be. So coming forward. And then coming back. Coming forward. Coming back. Try to push the elbow gently into the wheel as you come down. And then push it into the wheel again as you come up.
So we start at the back, sort of the back of the wheel.
Yes. Your placement will also depend on the range of how far you're going to make it. How far you can roll out. Be nice and gentle with this. Nice and gentle. Again, try and stabilize yourself with your core.
You should go down or down, up.
Whichever shape you want to make, as long as you're feeling the stretch. So try it roughly 5 times on each side. You can alternate however you like. How do you feel about this exercise?
Big tricep stretch. Yeah. Tricep rebuild. Yeah.
I'm feeling it in my shoulder again.
You'll definitely feel imbalances because we are working on one side at a time. So you'll know which side needs more work.
My shoulders feel so much better already. My neck's now the pain's all at once when I'm working now.
So we're going to come up to the end of our mat. Good. And we are going to, I've got a couple of variations of this, don't I? All behind the knee to cactus, yes. So right foot's going to come forward. And we're going to start with the wheel in the back of the thigh. So your thigh bone is really resting its weight heavily. Make sure your heel is forward. So we want to take it into quite a deep lunge. Good. So from here, I want you to sit your tailbone under. So this is going to try and force you to stick your tailbone back. We're going to encourage this butt cheek to squeeze and let the tailbone come under. Let's just start to slowly bring our arms forward and up. And see if you can encourage your ribs to soften back down into the belly. Find where your neck is comfortable and the hands and fingers come to spread. So the hands and fingers are facing forward, spreading open. We're going to take a breath in, and then as we exhale, the elbows and the shoulders will sink back. Good. Inhale, the arms come up. Encourage those ribs to soften down. And as we exhale, the shoulders and elbows sink down.
So do your hands twist in on the up?
No, they're staying face forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking because I know that sometimes they
Yeah, we do that sometimes. Just 2 more of these. Really good exercise for your posture. Good, bringing the hands up. We're going to slowly bring those arms down by the sides. We're going to bring the hips back, roll the wheel out. Keep the right leg where it is. You can give it a shimmy shake. But now we're going to use this block as a prop in front of your left hip. And this prop, this is going to give you information that's going to make your lunge really square. Because you've got to push your left hip forward into the wheel, and you'll notice that your right hip naturally shifts back. Can you feel that? Your glute is squeezing, your right hip is pulling back, your left hip is pushing forward to lean into the wheel. We getting that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great. We can move on. So now we're going to take the arms up, and rather than doing repetitions, I just want you to keep squeezing that left hip forward, pulling the right hip back, and seeing where we can comfortably back bend. I want it only to be a 6 out of 10, 5 or 6. Nothing deeper than that. Neck has got to be comfortable, nice and long through the back of the neck, really squeezing that left glute to push your hip forward into the wheel. Good, you can bring your hands to the base of your head now and really rest your head into your hands as you lean back. And then we're slowly going to bring the head forward as we come out. Staying exactly where you are in your legs. You're going to roll the wheel forward until your left elbow is on the wheel. Good, I need to bring my right foot a little bit more narrow. We're going to kick that left foot up towards your bottom. When you do that, you have to push your hips down towards the mat. And now your right arm's going on an adventure. It's going to windmill all the way up and back to find your left toes. Same thing on the other side. Leaning forward into the wheel, forward through the hips, last breath, coming all the way up, and we're going to swap sides. Is that not the deepest set of hip flexor stretches you've ever done?
Yes.
Yes.
Only going up 2 sides.
Any day, this is, I prefer this.
So, we're going to bring the yoga wheel underneath the other leg now. So we're setting up on our second side. We're letting the tailbone scoop under, coming down into the wheel. Beautiful. We're going to slowly circle the arms forward and up. Bring those palms nice and wide. Make sure the neck and shoulders are comfortable in their position. Take a breath in, and the elbows and shoulders squeeze down and back as we breathe out. Good. Reach them up as you inhale. Can you really feel the zipping together of the shoulder blades as the arms pull down? Let your foot slide further forward. Yeah. Oh, then bring it back. For me, that makes it better. So try and bring your back knee further to the side and a little bit further. Yeah. Side and forward. Yeah. How was that now? Better. You were too narrow.
Okay,
Wider stance, yeah. Okay. Last one. Good. Inhale the hands back up and slowly exhale, bring them down. We're just going to extend the leg while we bring this onto the front of the right hip. We're going to roll the block forward, pressing the hip into block wheel, pressing the hip into the wheel. And I really want you to think about squeezing the downstairs butt on the right side. So it's where your butt and your thigh meet. That's really squeezing and pushing forward into the wheel, and this left hip is pulling back. I'm going to slowly bring the arms and the body forward, push down through the yoga wheel as the arms come up to the ceiling. So we're nice and centered here, pushing forward and down through that right hip as we lean back through the chest. Just seeing where we're comfortable, where the neck is comfortable, where the breath is steady and even. Good. And whenever you're starting to feel your neck strain, you just bring your hands down to support the base of the skull, wrap the elbows in, send them high to the ceiling, Really let your head rest in the hands. Pushing that bottom down. And then slowly bringing the arms back up, bringing the head back up. We're going to roll that wheel out onto your elbow. We're going to kick that right foot to the bottom. Your left arm is going to circle up and over your shoulder and find your foot. I'm coming to your aid should you need it. Now, I want you to try and sink your right hip further down towards the floor. Good, and now maybe you can open your left shoulder and push your right foot into the left hand, rotating more into the twist.
Oh, yay! You can do it on that side.
I can do it this way.
Have
Beautiful.
several breaths.
You're fine, just breathe. And then slowly coming back out.
Wishful thinking?
No, we're just doing a regular pigeon.
With the right leg first?
Yeah, right leg in front first. So once you're in your pigeon, we're not going to be lying down fully into our pigeon. It's really important that your left hip, your left knee, and the top of your left foot are straight down into the floor. So a lot of time people half pigeon in a turnout through their back leg. So it's important we don't have that. And it's also important that your right knee is wider than your right hip. So it's out to the side, and that both sides of your pelvis are equally loading down into the floor. We're going to just roll out along the wheel. Make sure your right hip is pulling back and both sides of the body are equal away from the floor. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, start to push down through the wheel to roll up. And keep rolling that wheel in towards you as we come into the back bend. Good, and slowly push that wheel away again. Breathing out. Take another inhale at the bottom. As we exhale, we start to push down, rolling the wheel in towards us. Then as we push up into the back bend, we breathe in. The shoulders draw down the back, we breathe out. We inhale upright, and we exhale to relax and roll the wheel away. Just take an extra breath in at the bottom. Exhale, pull it in. Once it's in towards you, we're pushing up through the hands, trying to push down through that yoga wheel to send your body further back. So I'm actually sinking my hips forward, pushing it through my hands and encouraging my head back towards my hips. One last time, and we're going to hold that one. So we're trying to keep the spine really straight here as we roll the yoga wheel out. We're not curling or curving, we're lengthening. Breath in. Breath out, we push down through the wheel to draw it into us. Once it's into our chest, we push down through the hands, shoulders down by the sides, and we're lifting, we're pulling through the left hip. The left hip is pulling forward, we're rising up, and we're curling back. Hold here, keep breathing. Good, 5, keep breathing, slow and deep. 4, 3, 2, beautiful work, and we're slowly going to bring the chin down as we roll the wheel away. Roll onto your right hip. Good. And just let your hips roll side to side.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Are we ready for round 2? Yeah, other side. So the left leg. This is my interesting to set up hip. Okay, come here. Thank you. Great. So we're going to keep the left knee wide of the left hip. We're going to make sure that the right knee and the right toes face down as we lengthen them back. That camera is up on the top shelf. Oh no, you've down it. Good. All right. So we make sure that the wheel is in the center of our body, that our hips are in the center of our body. We're going to squeeze that right hip down so it points to the floor, and we're pulling the left hip back. Let's just take a little roll out of the wheel. You can let the top of the right foot come down to the ground now. Exhale fully. Take a breath in. And as we breathe out, we start pushing down through the wheel, roll it in towards us. Inhale to rise. Exhale, the shoulders pull down the back. Inhale, we come upright, we start to push it forward, and exhale, we press it all the way out. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, we push down through the wheel to draw it in. Inhale, we lift the chest, the shoulders are descending further as we exhale. Inhale to come upright, and exhale as we roll the wheel away. We're going to do one more round of this. The next run after that is the hold. Once we draw the wheel in, on the exhale, we take a breath in as we push up as high as we can. Shoulders rolling back with the breath out. Head comes up, we inhale. Roll it out, we exhale. All right, it's time for the hold. Let's take a breath in. Breathe out, draw the wheel in. Inhale, we're pushing up. How high can we go? Exhale, we're squeezing that right butt cheek, pressing it down through the ground. Try to max out that back bend and still able to breathe. Try and draw your shoulders together on the back so the heart is expressed. The collarbones are broad and open. Yes. One more. And then exhale, slowly roll it out. Coming all the way down. And then we'll come up onto the bum. And let the hips windshield light inside. How are you feeling?
Yeah, my hurt.
More about that later.
Yeah.
Now with Rachel.
Now we'll work on the cobras. So you'll be on your belly for this. Okay. So hands are on the top of the wheel. You're laying on your belly. Engage your core. Squeeze your glutes. Push the arms and hands into the wheel. Up. Come back down. Up. Come back down. Start nice and gentle at first. Yes, please. I know I've already got my teeth on.
We've been practicing this quite a lot in different positions already, so it shouldn't be too unfamiliar. Try to keep your arms straight though.
Yes. Elbows straight, and when you rise up, think shoulders down, long neck, open chest.
Looking good. Just need to shuffle further on your back, further on your back. There you go.
Have a little rest. Okay, so this next one is very, very similar, except the wheel is in a slightly different position. So now we have the forearms onto the wheel. If you need to, you can always return back to the hands on the wheel. So forearms on the wheel, again, pushing, and then back down.
So does it move to hands or just...
Just to your wrist.
It's whatever range, whatever range you end up in.
Perfect, Catherine. Really, really good. Really nice. Try and keep the arms straight where you've got the range. Everything else is good. Keep the arms straight. Think about wrapping the arms down to the ribs without letting the elbows.
So if I can't quite get my both forearms...
It's hard for you to fit on here. Rach, will it work in a distal rib? Can you try that?
It will work.
Harder, easier, or the same?
So like the volleyball?
It's very similar.
Very similar.
So if I had my sort of like there...
Yeah.
Oh.
Try and
It's just that the arms are rotated differently.
protective padding.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Everything you want protective padding. You can put the
Okay.
yoga blocks under your hips if you want.
Oh, thank God.
Next thing is to try this with single arm.
Oh, it's so much nicer.
What? Single arm.
This is a little bit brutal, guys. I'm just going to let you know this is probably the hardest exercise today.
You
One of the
can
harder
support you need, you can use your bottom arm to hold onto the floor, push onto the floor to take some of the weight off if you're not ready to load as much with your upper arm. So same thing again. Oh, sorry. Elbows stay straight. Yep.
If we're doing single arm, should it be like off to the side so it's like in line with the shoulder, or simple?
What's it?
Like he's saying, should he line the wheel up with his shoulder or keep
Oh
it
yes,
in the
yes,
center?
yes, yes. Line it up with your shoulder.
And it's forearm again, or?
Good,
Yes,
nice. I
forearm.
can see a lot of
Rolling onto
rotation
your
in
hands,
your
go
shoulder.
back down. You can do it with both hands off the floor. That's the
I
other
want to
one.
see your shoulder move without your elbow
okay.
moving.
Oh,
Ah. Try and plug the arm going down into the shoulder socket. Yes. So we're trying to plug the arm. Try come up for me. Try and turn that over.
My elbows
Yeah.
bending.
Yes. Try, when you're pulling in, try and plug. Yes. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Plugging
Yeah,
the arm
push,
going
yeah.
back
That's
through
good
the
for the
shoulder
shoulder.
socket. Yeah.
Oh, that was hard.
That's why I said this is probably the hardest thing you'll do today. You have to
Trying to
really.
hang off the ground.
You have
Oh.
You have to imagine that your shoulder socket has become a vacuum cleaner and it's sucking your arm bone down.
This is really good for like the shoulder blade.
Yes, retraction. Scapular retraction and depression. This is really good.
Yeah, this feels like lat loops.
Yes.
Really helpful.
And I can do it on this arm too.
Really good. Again, make sure your abs are still engaged.
That's great.
We're swapping sides.
Oh yes, swap side. Yes.
Already done that. Already swapped sides.
Yeah, no, we're.
Well, you can swap back again.
Yes, alternate it. Other side, try to do as many as you did on that previous side. I don't know how many you did.
Again.
So after those single arm cobras, just go into child's pose and you can rest your hands by your feet. Just take your time breathing here. When you're ready, slowly come up and move on to the next thing. Okay. So this next one, you're having the wheel resting on your belly.
And this is why you couldn't have a big lunch before
Yes,
class.
this is no eating before you came
It's
here.
all right. There's two stayers. It's not going to be.
No, it's not a
This
problem.
is why we didn't take big sips of water right before this. So there will be so there will be a lot of how would I say this?
Compression.
Yeah, that's a good word. Compression with your belly against this wheel. Your hips don't have to be on the floor because if they are, then it's just right on the chest. We need it a lot lower. Right underneath the ribs. Okay, from here you have to pull your abs in. Let's just try lifting one arm up and then come down. Other arm. Yes. With this one, try not to let the load dump into your lower spine. So keep the abs engaged.
To do that, you
Don't
want to
rest.
feel your pubic bone pulling
Yes.
up towards your hip bones and squeezing into underneath your body.
Yes, nothing should be resting. Everything is engaged.
Should it be like? I feel like it's like
Yes.
between my ribs where
Yes.
my organs
Yes.
should be.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Correct. This is part of diaphragmatic fascial release.
Is mine too low? I feel like it's too low.
No, it's fine. Yeah, just squeeze your bum hard.
It will feel a little bit more. That's how you're in the right spot.
You look so sad. You look so sad.
I've never
It's
seen
so
my
good.
backbend.
You've all been alternating, haven't you?
The next one is the bow pose. Slower with the wheel. Okay, from here, lift up one leg, then the other leg. When you're ready, you can grab hold of the
No,
hips
I can't.
and
I'm here to help. We've got straps in your bands. Yeah, you can.
When you move, yes.
Yeah, you can. You were so there. Push your feet back through your hands, team.
Yes.
Deb.
Next time you get to do it,
Take it
now.
Okay.
All right.
I'll jump on that.
Okay, let's try that again.
Beautiful.
You take one of me.
Okay.
I feel like it's where I hope I am.
Okay, now push the feet down towards the floor. Let yourself lean back a little bit.
I can't get it centered.
Kiss myself in class.
Slowly come out.
I already just got in.
Yes. We're going to try it one more time. Because twice is not enough.
This is one of your peak poses today.
Yes.
Oh,
And now Alex, we're going to try with different arms.
do you want to
So everyone continue again. When you get into your when you get into push the feet down towards the floor, start leaning back. Yes. Same position.
Oh, this really is hard.
Sorry, you're pretty good.
Beautiful.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice. Hold it. She's going to take it.
So pretty.
So flexy.
Put your feet into your fingers more.
Oh,
Come on.
nice safe exit.
Give me extra. That was a lovely safe exit. It's true. Delicious.
And again, recovery. So come back down. If your chest goes, have your hands over your left.
Understand how people do a backbend when their head hits their butt, like,
That's one day out.
so I don't want that actually.
I'm going to provide a barrier for Rachel to demonstrate. So my shins will be your wall. Trust me, I'm pretty good at this. There you go.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you've got the yoga wheel under your diaphragm. Your hips are actually elevated for this one. And you're trying to push your head towards your toes. I can give you a bit less. Cool. So that's what we're working for. Yeah, I'll let you go. So places that we can do that, we've got some spots on the Stargazer wall here, and we've got all of these over here.
Yeah.
Anyone want to join over the Stargazer sign?
Sorry, Ken.
Yes, sorry.
Yes, and you want to try and switch your arms so much that your hips, yeah, good, good. Sorry, I was on a different one.
I'm not tall, but
Keep pushing. Got maybe an inch.
Widen out one bit.
You're pushing through your wheel at the front. Okay. But you can really push down through the wheel.
Oh, you're so close now, Brad. Let me take a picture.
Yes! Push a little bit more. Yay! There's your head!
Baby.
All right, coming back to the
Back
middle.
into the room! Back into the room! But before any deep forward bending, your spine doesn't really like to go directly from back bends to forward folds, guys. Your back, team, your back doesn't really like to go directly from back bends into forward folds. It likes to go via a twist. So that's what we're about to do now. So coming back into your spaces and onto your hands and knees.
Okay, so this next one you're on your knees. So similar to the rolling through that we did before. So one arm, reaching up, roll through, and twist down. Let yourself roll. Okay. Rolling. Let yourself roll forward. Keep rolling forward as you twist. Let the twisting and the rolling happen.
Yeah. Maybe do 3 or 4 on the one side, and then once you've had a little play with it and you've found the sweet spot on that 4th one, hang out there. Hang out in that sweet spot. Perfect. That's it. Let your whole body roll forward. Let your whole body go with it. Yeah, good. You don't need to rush it. You can take your time, feel into it. Alright, so we've done a lot of upper back. We're going to go a bit deeper into our low back now. And I just want to let you know that all of these exercises, regardless of where you think you're at in your success or your level of these exercises, just practicing them is amazing for your thoracic mobility, for your spine, for your spinal health, for your flexibility. Even if you're not, doing as well as you think you could be, you are doing your body a huge service just by practicing it. So remember that, especially when it gets even harder over the next half an hour. All right, so we are going to start sitting on our feet. And this wheel is going to be in the upper back. Good. So it's kind of between your shoulder blades. Now, Rachel, I might ask you to just check that I look like I'm in the center. Am I off to the right? Yes. I'm always off to the right. No? Okay, great. Now from here, we're going to rock the head back, thrust the hips, and then sit the hips back down into the heels. So we're squeezing the butt, head back, head forward, hips down.
I'm really good man tennis.
No!
Wait, so
Just little hip thrusts.
Oh, this is a quad one.
Rachel, is this placement for the wheel?
More weight in the wheel than your legs. Less weight in your legs, more weight in the wheel.
This is feeling very shoulder blady.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Oh, God.
Alright, next level. So we're going to take the feet a bit wider so the heels are on the outside of the hips. We're going to take our hands onto the... I found it myself, Rachel! We're going to take our hands onto the outsides of our wheel and thrust our hip forward and back. Guys, you wouldn't imagine how many times I was grabbing the wrong side of my yoga wheel. Every time I went to reach for it, I'd be grabbing the left side.
This is going to be hard to get it. Catch it? Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Make sure you're hugging your elbows into your ears. Don't let them splay out wide to the side. That will lead to shoulder impingement.
I haven't got much
So elbows
mobility.
in,
Is
so
that
out.
right?
Mobility doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what the mobility is, but it does matter the position you
But
hold
there's
them
not
in.
much rocking going on.
Oh, that's okay. Thrust as much as you can. Sit back as far as you can. Last two of these. So we're going to scooch now. So we're scooching up the wheel. You're going to take your arms into prayer position or pistol grip. So prayer or pistol grip, your choice. And again, we hip thrust tap the floor. Back. So the wheel comes down the back further, just a little bit, an inch or two. We come back, tap, and then up. No. And tap. So try and take your hips up. We're not sitting all the way up, sorry, we're just sinking the hips down. Hips up, hips down. All right, now this last one, we're still on the feet. We're going to take the low back into the wheel. So we're really sitting the low back into the wheel. So you might bring it a bit further down your back once you're
in between your feet.
Yeah. So in between the feet, we're on the low back, so the hips are supported and you feel the stretch through the hips. You're now going to take your thumbs into your chin, elbows together, and sink your head back.
We'll certainly try.
So you want your elbows to try and touch with your thumbs into your chin. Now, I speak a lot about fascia. This hold is an amazing release for your front line, for the front line of fascia, which does hook in here under your chin, which is why I love this one. We're connecting those thumbs. You can interlace the fingers if you like. Keep lengthening. Make sure you're not dumping and crunching into the neck. So we want to keep the shoulders and the collarbones broad, and the crown of the head pulling down to the floor.
Rachel, is this right?
Yes.
Last two.
Good.
Last one. Bring your hands to the base of the skull. Slowly guide the head up. And you can slide your wheel back.
I like that one.
No, me too.
Release.
I love that one. Me too. All right, we're going to do a little twist using the wheel this time. So your arm's going to be on the wheel. So rather than, hang on, am I using the right? Yeah. Okay. So if your right hand's on the wheel, yep, your left foot crosses your right knee. And you're going to circle your left arm up and back as you push the wheel forward through the right arm. And you can place that hand on the floor or not. You can bend it behind your back, whatever feels good. But can you feel how much more rotation you get through your body pushing the wheel away rather than anchoring behind your leg? This is a lovely twist. Yeah, new places. Nice and tall as you breathe in. And then see if you can roll that a bit further away and reach further back as you breathe out. No, honestly, use the wheel. It's really different. Lean forward into it. Now lean forward to it. Lengthen up and spiral back.
That's good. Yeah.
And then roll it back to you. Roll, not roll.
That's good.
And then other leg crosses over. It'll be your other hand that pushes out. So as you push the wheel away, this arm spirals open. And I'll just be really jealous. You can push further, like you can help this hand can help you tip forward. But also think about the hand that's behind you. Be really conscious that that shoulder is rolling back and open. That the collarbone behind you is opening and not collapsing in towards your ear. Beautiful. Really lovely and twisty. Lengthen your neck a bit for me, Miranda. Yep, nice.
This is one I can do.
Excellent.
And I can get quite deep in the twist.
Yeah, you can really
Very majestic.
stretch your shoulder and neck that way.
All right, team. Does anyone disagree that you're warmed up?
Let's go.
Wait,
Do
that's
we think
cool.
we're warmed up?
Okay, so you rolled onto your back. Your hands have
Oh,
reached
yes.
the floor.
Okay, yeah.
Elbows are in. From here, lift yourself up. Come back down.
And it doesn't matter if you don't get to full arm extension or full height. What we're good at going for is your best attempts.
Yeah.
So where your hands will reach the floor, where you can spread the fingers, where you feel supported. You take a breath in, you exhale to push the ground away, and you inhale to come back. I want you to do how many do you think, Rach? 12? 10? 10? 10?
Nice and controlled.
Yeah.
So good.
And you got to rest at 5.
Elbows in, elbows in.
Good catch, Alex. Where am I? Yes, Catherine.
I am so jealous.
You just keep trying to get your hands on that. That's perfect for your shoulders. Excellent. Little push.
At least lift your body.
If your wrist to your hands
Doesn't work, is that right?
Good, find the floor. Yes, so much better. Now take a breath in. Exhale, a little push if you can. A little push through your lips. Try to push up towards maybe your hands. Yes. So the wheel lifts are a warm up or wheel hold. So it doesn't matter how successful you were with the wheel lifts. We will have a wheel that you can do. There is a wheel for everybody. I'm going to show you the wheel that everyone can do. If there's a wheel, there's a way. Do you want to come down and demo? No wheel. No wheel for the wheel. This one's a U wheel. Please grab my ankles, Miss Rachel. Thumbs. So I'm going to come nice and close to your ears, or Rachel might. Elbows in nice and tight. Big breath in. As you exhale to push, supporting hands will be under your back, helping you press up. And your hands will naturally rotate. It's so easy when you hold someone's ankles. Alright, so either playing with wheel at your pace, and also if your wrists are sore, opt for this. If your wrists are hurting already, take a nice easy wheel. Come on, Bridget, let's try it. I'm going to get rid of this ready. You're going to grab onto my ankles. Take a big breath in.
I'll pull you to
As you exhale, push through me a little bit back against it. Yes! We are up! Beautiful. I'm going to tuck the chin. Come down slowly. Beautiful work. Oh. You guys don't need me, or do you want ankles? Yeah, so as long as we're on space. Alright, you're going to need your wheels again for this next one. This one's really fun. This is a preparation for a forearm wheel. Now, not everyone will be able to get the elbows to the floor, but it'll still improve your progress towards a forearm wheel.
Okay, so you're sitting on your bottom. bottom is quite far forward. The wheel is on your upper back. Grab hold of the wheel. Yes. From here, rest the back of the head onto the wheel. Push the feet into the floor and roll all the way back as far as you can. And then come back. Roll forward, roll back up. Elbows stay in. Hold your end position. And then slowly behind your nose.
Yes! Then back to there. Feel that? So we've done a warm up. This is now going to try the actual pose, which is not just letting your body rest into the wheel. You want to actively find foot position where your big toes, your knees and your hips are in two straight lines. And you want to push through the hips as much as you can. Now the deeper the bend, the closer your feet will be to your bottom. So you can start by rolling back and your feet can be further away. And then Rachel's going to try and drive down through. Oh no, we're not doing that one yet. You're just trying to lift your hips up into your forearm. Yeah, there. We're trying to go to here.
Oh.
Yeah. We're trying to lift your hips up.
What
into
if I
forearm.
can't get my elbows to the ground?
Then you just go back to the last exercise. Totally fine.
Yeah, because my head gets there, but my elbows.
Maybe you'll be able to push through your hips a little bit more though with this one. So you're doing the last exercise
Yes.
with the idea of hip drive.
Yes.
Yes, hip drive. Beautiful. Yes, Catherine. Beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, Gino. Yes, Bradley. Yes.
I got it!
Yes. Yay. So good. Yes, Alison, come on, one more roll.
Okay.
Yes. So her hands are all the way at the back of her neck.
Because that's the only way my shoulders don't hurt.
That's all right, but you can walk them up until they're above your head. So you want to walk your hands up as well, so they're not on your neck. Yes, Erin, come on, let's get those elbows down. You can do it. Push through your toes. Yes. Woo-woo. You're back in that last exercise, essentially, with your elbows grounded, and we're lifting one leg at a time. Yeah. Yes! Hallelujah. All right, so see how I've walked my feet so they're directly under my kneecaps? You're going to need to find where you feel supported, and you can really push down through your elbows. Tuck your chin a little bit. Bring one knee in towards your chest, and then bring it down. Bring the other knee in towards, I hate the left leg, and then bring it down. And then we're going to try knee, toe, in, down. You're going to do a total of 8 of these. Getting your knee to your chest might be challenging enough, and your head is gently on the floor, and that's totally fine.
What if you can't get your elbows to the ground? That's going to be really hard.
Because your feet are on the floor, like in your wheel, and your knees are more bent, you should be okay. Cool. So the easier version, guys, if you want to watch the modification, go hands cup the base of the skull, you tuck your chin, you find your center, you lift one foot, you bring it back down, you lift the other foot, you bring it back down, all right? And then maybe you can do this one as well. So if you can't find the wheel, hold your head supported in your hands instead. All right, we're going to go to the next level. Okay, that's better. One leg comes up. We're going to tuck the toe and slide that knee to the floor. Your elbows might lift off, and that's fine. Cool, then we're going to do the other leg. So we've got the lift, the bend, top of the foot down, slide it underneath you, elbow down, and it will work with your hands cupping your head as well. I'll show you. So even if my hands are cupping my head here, I can lift, I can find my toe on the floor, and I can slide under. Cool, we're going to do 6 of those.
16 side or
6 total.
Video time.
Was it not done?
Yes, Alex, keep pushing. Beautiful.
my
Go on,
foot over.
Catherine. Slide that toe under. If you
Bring
can.
my foot under.
There.
Yes.
Is it okay if I keep my legs by my
like the wheel, not across the wheel. All right, team. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Operation Where Are My Toes? All right, so we start by rolling. We're on our knees, we're in our deep camel. We've got our hands on. This is where the camel is in my upper back. So in order to get to the toes, you need to be much lower down. So we have to kind of get the elbows and the, what am I trying to say? You're trying to both keep your knees on the floor, get your elbows to the floor, but also move the wheel lower down your back. Oh, that's so much better. Great. So you want the wheel in your lower back, and then maybe Rachel and I will be able to come over and guide your handsies to your tootsies. Where is it, Rachel? A long way away. Down there. Walking the hands down the wheel. Oh, it's up the wheel. Down the wheel. Walking the hands down the wheel. Yay! Walk your hand down to the floor on the wheel. And there's my toe! I found my toe! Your turn!
Oh no.
Wow.
I love you to see. I know without you.
That's a heel. There they are.
That's not your toes.
Point
There they are. We found them. There they are.
Ooh, what a head rush, huh?
I can do it without that wheel, but I can't do it with wheel.
Yeah, so I was walking my hands up. Walking your hands to your feet is going that way. Yes. Yes, you've got your toes. I reckon you can get your whole foot. So this, you'll notice that every section has one really challenging peak pose, and finding your toes is the hardest. Wheel against pelvis, camel rotations, brought to you by Rachel.
You're on your knees for this one. The wheel is in between your legs. Squeeze the wheel with your thighs. Push the hips forward. Squeeze the bottom.
Ow.
Wait, what?
Straddle your wheel. Your
Yes.
wheel might actually need to go up onto a
block.
block.
Yeah.
But we'll see how you
If
go.
you can, as long as you can squeeze it, you should be okay. We're not doing anything too crazy.
Yet.
Okay, so you're pushing the hips forward, squeezing the glutes, core is still engaged. Sweep up. Sweep back down. Sweep up. Try and follow your hands. Open up the chest. Come back down. Keep the shoulders nice. And the front of the soul. What's that? The chest. The chest.
My body bit.
Swapping hands yet?
Maybe one more. Okay, other side. Loving. Make sure your core is engaged for this, and you're still squeezing your bottom.
You all look so noodly right now.
Let's do one more.
I don't think that actually makes any.
It does. You get more engaged and push. You're
Yes.
able to squeeze your glutes and your
Oh,
just
just
push
squeezing.
forward.
So it's
Yeah.
rolling.
5, 2, chest, stand, breath. Okay, this next. So you just start it like, you start it as sort of as low to your belly as possible. So coming down low. When you get to this part, come down, keep rolling. We'll do this in slow motion first. And then hands down, chest down, bend the knees, push the hips forward into your plateau pose. And then again, sliding forward, rolling forward, chest down, bend the knees, push the hips forward.
Yes.
So where are we putting our tummy on this when we go down? Whereabouts is it on our?
Where did I have mine?
Pelvis.
Yeah, it will move. Unfortunately, it moves a little bit.
Yes.
Like
Chest
a-
to floor.
It's like a push up.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Push up.
yes.
Chest
And next
to
to
floor.
ceiling. Work, guys. Yes. You made it look easy.
Oh,
It's a job.
squeeze. Squeeze everything. Oh, that's so
Okay, so two here, knees down, chest up, hands to your hips.
So I can get my legs
Oh,
in the air
okay,
this time.
Yes! Ah, guys,
Yes.
now I'm loving what I'm doing.
Once you get comfortable with it, you can start to make it more dynamic and less choppy.
Okay.
When you've each reached your end position in your, what's it called, chest stand, keep the head facing the mat. Don't try to look at yourself in the mirror.
Now, Brad, hold on there. Bend your knees. No, yes, but you want to try and really keep your knees straight to the ceiling.
Are you going to try and
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on.
But try and take my head.
Try and hold this one. Yeah, try and take your toes to your head.
I'm going to make some weird noises. I know it. Alright.
Squeaky Alex in the house! Woo-hoo!
Oh,
Yes! Pushing into the wall. Yep, into the wheel. I can never call it a wheel.
Try and get the front of your neck off the mat.
Beautiful. Balance. Can I show you the way that I do this actually? There's a great variation. I mean, it'll be terrible because I haven't actually done it and warmed it up. But if you're looking to find stability in this pose, so stability in the chest stand with the yoga wheel, it's a really good conversation because you will all get to this level. You will all get to the point where you want to hang out there for a long time. So once we've been to here and up, what you're going to want to do to stay steady is to pull the yoga wheel into you with your arms looping through. And that's going to keep you steadier. So you grip around, so you're 1, 2, and pushing forward.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm going to.
Yeah, no, try this, for sure.
How do you let go?
Okay, so you need to get to the point. So you're not really letting go. I'm resting my chin on the floor, right? You can even set up from here if you prefer, and my elbow is down. My elbow is balancing on the ground. Yeah, both arms. Yes, Catherine! Woo! Yes, Brad, make sure your chin's forward. So, this is a progression, 2 arms back.
Okay.
So this is because when your hands are here, right, and your elbows are forward, your shoulders are in the same position as they're going to be when your arms are flat beside you. So this is level 1, this is level 2, where it provides more stability, and then level 3 is arms back by your sides. I'm going to get out of shot. Do you feel how you can pull the wheel into your ribs to go further? So that's what Rachel is demonstrating with her hands, is what you're trying to do. Like you're hugging the wheel into you to go through. And then if she feels really stable, she could release her hands and place them down on the floor beside her.
Oh, my wheel's gone.
I'll bring it back for you.
That's a no for me.
That's a no for you.
Gina says
Good, Brad. Try and take one hand through.
As you not feel stable.
Okay.
You tip it to the right.
Oh yeah, it's not in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like going right between the rib cage when you do that?
Rachel, this is the final moment where it was a 2 hours ago and the wheel that you wanted to explore further than what we've already done. Was there anything else that you wanted to do? Oh, this was where we had the chest. No, that's not good. Which one? Where we go into the wheel pose and we've got one foot on the yoga wheel and we're sliding it under us. No.
Do you want it for the video?
Do you want it for the video? Just so you know something you can do with the yoga wheel?
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, so you come into your wheel, feet facing the camera. I'll use your one. Yeah. And I'll guide this to you if you like. But it's going to be a little push.
The wheel is on.
Yeah. So you come up and then your wheel is off to one side, pull, and and your foot's on the yoga wheel, and you want to try and guide your shin. So firstly, you're going to try and take your foot to your head. So you're going to try and bring your, yes, like this. And you roll it out, and then you roll your toe to your head here.
Oh, yeah, no.
And you can do repetitions.
We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Do you want to feel even and do the other side?
After coaching. Let's just come down to my place, we'll do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right there. Good.
And you can,
Yeah. So this is another thing you can do with your yoga wheel once you master your wheels and back bend. Alright, so time to cool down. Rach, come with me. You're going to sit back to back with a friend on the wheel, and you're trying to sit up nice and tall, and you're both going to go over to your right hand side. So you're going to go to your right. And you're going to walk your hands over as you lean into the wheel. And it's twisting. Good. And you're rotating with your head and your arms, and it feels really nice. So just one wheel between two, and then you come back to the center, and then you walk your hands over to the other side. It's a really gentle twist. It just feels really nice. And then you can do this other one where you bring your arms out, turn your palm, towards me, and then you, pretend I have another hand, and we're going to turn to the side, and to the center, and then you go to the other side. And you can also link elbows and tip forward and back and twist as well. So just have a few moments to play with buddies. There's 10 of you, so everyone has a friend. So you're just going to sit your wheel against a wall or against your pole, or whatever it is you have at that time. And you're going to try and sit up really tall into the wheel, walking your arms to one side. And coming back through the center. Walk your arms to the other side. Feeling into the twist. Yeah, link elbows and twist side to side. Make sure you just take one twist to the side, one breath, come back to the center, and then change it on top. Rachel is going to teach you how to use the yoga wheel to come into your cloud pose.
Okay, rolling all the way onto your shoulders. When the shoulders are on the floor, hold onto the wheel, legs up. Straighten the legs towards you.
And you can start there and take a few breaths. And if you feel like you can bring your hands onto the floor, either Rachel or I will say, can I take this away? And then we can also pop this side under the wedges. One. And you can push out, so you can hold the edges. Actually, you can bring your hands onto the yeah. You can push it out. Yeah, there. So you can play with this in both directions as well.
Hold the hands across the shoulders, hold onto the wheel, and then just tip over.
As we come all the way down onto our shoulders, so we want to feel the shoulder walking, shoulders are on the floor. We're going to hold the wheel against us and then bring our legs. So that we're not gazing up towards them. So it should be much more gentle. And then if you just let it loose, the wheel can shift over your legs. There we go. Alright guys, no wheel for the last stretch. This one's purely to leave your body in good condition before you leave. We're going to lie on the back. You're going to bring your right knee up to your chest, your arms are out to the side. Your left arm will assist the right knee over to the left. And you're going to gaze to the right, extend your arm to the right as far as you can, and just breathe and relax. So we take 5 breaths.
Oh, I get it. I don't get it.
Come back to the center.
G-A-Y-S. Oh.
Extend the leg, bring the left knee up to the chest. The right hand is going to draw that knee over to the right. The left arm is going to extend out to the left. So while you take your 5 final breaths in this workshop today, I have a little bit of bad news for you. Has anyone done foam rolling?
Yep.
Have you ever been really sore after foam rolling?
Oh no.
This is back by 5. fascia, our muscles, deep tissue on a yoga wheel for 2 hours. You're going to be very sore. But just be prepared that you're going to wake up feeling stiff and sore, actually moving through it. So melting the fast, doing some gentle movement, a couple of yoga poses, it will soften, but it will be quite intense. You'll be in a bit of pain. I just want you to be prepared. Don't just like scream our name tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's happening anyway.
Yeah.
Lots of sleep, lots of
That's always
water.
happening.
Lots of sleep, lots of water, you know, good nutrition, good rest. But thank you so much, team, for a wonderful episode. Did you have fun?